Okay, so working with demons, I have a little bit of different way that I work with them than most of the people that may work with the Ars Goetia, the Goetic demons. I'm not. I'm not. I don't have the belief that they came from hell. Okay, I think what happened is in the Middle Ages, they were so enclustered with Catholicism that it was the religion of the day, so they put them in that category. But if you read most books associated with the Goetia, they will say that these spirits and seals that are attributed to them are sigils, basically, that represent a part of your mind, 72 parts of the human mind, 72 demons, right? So I associate them more like what they did back in Greece. In Greece, it was more the daemons were geniuses, inspirers. A lot of the notable and not even notable philosophers worked with these daemons for inspiration, made them think of things they may not have thought of, brought out that part of their brain, that part of their mind. It's like, do this and it'll work. And it's like, oh, okay, well, without, connecting though necessarily with that daemon, they may not have known that, or they may not realize that, even though it was within them all along. They're bringing out they're bringing out that knowledge that you have. So, if it is a goetic demon, I look at the seal as a sigil. I charge the sigil to invoke the spirit to bring out that aspect of in my mind to fix a problem, to have a solution, to achieve a certain effect. I don't ordinarily work with goetic spirits, but when I do, this is the way I do it. I don't care if they're the president or the janitor or the secretary of hell or whatever. That was, I think, impressed more upon the medieval interpretation based on Catholicism in Europe is all they fucking knew. So, and Salimic magic is a derivative of uh, you know, Judeo-Christian beliefs anyway. So it's not a big surprise that they would name a lot of the names of the demons after old gods that were kind of forbidden or things like that. And it's not a big surprise that it's within sort of a Kabbalistic slash Christian format. I just don't use that format. I utilize the spirits for what they are, what they represent, as you would use any other sigil. Like this sigil is representative of I want to get money. So, I charge the sigil. The spirit is associated with that sigil. That sigil brings an idea in my mind, or brings some sort of inspiration in my mind, or brings an answer to my question in my mind. It's not necessarily there, it doesn't have like eight legs, or an owl with long legs, or three faces with a frog butt on it, or nothing like that. For me, it's more so access to myself. And again, usually I work with pagan deities. Okay, usually I work with them. But when it comes to something that's more inner, when it comes to something like that, and I'm like, it's on the tip of my tongue, the solution to this. I need inspiration. I need that answer I know that's locked away in my mind somewhere. That's when I work with the goetic spirits. Now I understand that some people are very theistic when it comes to the Ars Goetia, as well as the greater key, the greater key or whatever that represents the angelic aspects of it, the Enochian, all that other stuff that came from the Abrahamic origins, and that's fine. I respect your decision to do that, and if that's the way that works for you, absolutely stick with it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know. But as a pagan, I just could not get behind the uh, the Abrahamic aspect of it. You know what I mean? So, but I use as a chaos magician. I was like, well, I can still work with this, I, but I can work with this in my own way. I can use the knowledge that I have about how the Greeks did it, apply it to the medieval version of how the Greeks did it, and boom, I can do it that way. And that's the way I do it.